Welcome to the STARS program, seniors taking active roles in society. And now, here's your host, Anita Finley.
So this is Anita Finley, and we're here at our studio, but it's unusual today because it looks like it's a French bakery, and we're so privileged to have the star pastry chef and the co-owner of the French artisan bakery. It's Loic Autret, and he is the master pastry chef, but he's got such a great personality, and thank you for coming today, Loic.
Oh, ben, it's my pleasure, Anita.
And he came in with all this pastry. I think I told him to just bring one or two things. Of course, we'll talk about the sex cookie that we're sitting in front. I'm going to eat that at the end because if I do, I won't be able to keep talking. But for now, Loic, how does someone as charming as you, with all your other attributes, wind up as a pastry chef? And while you're doing that, do you mind if I eat? I'm eating, and you're going to hear me crunching. So you talk, and I'm eating.
Okay, no problem. So why I became a pastry chef? Because I do love to make people happy. So my goal is to see people enjoy a real food. So now what I bring to DELRAY is, for the first time, people will eat exactly what it is to eat real food.
Sorry, I just have to. I'm sorry. My mouth's full, and if people hear me, I can't help it. It's so good. Keep talking.
Okay, so you can stop me anytime. So all the food, it's related with what usually what women love, because the sweet, it's what women in general love sweet. So we create with my team, we create some new products also, and just to make people to come back to the bakery.
Well, they're going to come back, but when you say you have new things, now we think of French bakeries, we think of, typical croissant and some other little things, but you've gone wild. I mean, you've created masterpieces here. So tell us a little bit about what I'm looking at here in the front.
But I would like to represent to LOIC, okay? So I'm kind of wild looking.
Yes, you are.
So, so you have to represent who I am and who we are at the bakery. So I like to do the same type of French food we have in the French bakery, but because we are in the United States, I want to show I can do better. We can do better. So we create a new way to eat a croissant, an almond croissant, or like the pistachio croissant.
Yeah, tell me what I'm eating. Exactly what is this? It's so good I can hardly describe it.
Yeah, I know.
So what is
Me
it?
too. Alors the pistachio. Oh, go ahead. May I have a piece too also?
Oh,
so we can enjoy together?
Okay.
No, we'll enjoy together.
Oh, my gosh, this is so good. You know, we're really sitting apart, but this is so lovely. Isn't this that? Oh, it's green inside. That's the pistachio.
Exactly, oui, the pistachio. So what I did also, what we did is I put white chocolate on the top because I would like to put pistachio on the top so people can see it's pistache. So I put, when the croissant is just hot from the oven, I put a chocolate shaving, white chocolate shaving, so the pistachio can stick on it. I put white sugar on the top to give a little relief of the pistachio. But the flavor, it's unbelievable. And I know everybody loves pistachio. I got a great success with the pistachio French butter cookie. So I said, why not doing with the croissant? Because everybody got always the same almond croissant. So you got also the raspberry almond croissant. So what can go wrong with raspberry and almond?
But you know, the big part when you go into your beautiful, it's really a bakery and a cafe. People can go in there, they can select what they want to eat. Of course, that's a hard choice because everything's so gorgeous. They can sit there, they can enjoy. The place is so... It's so French acting. It's so nice. And you come out and you talk to everyone. But the big thing is, why is this different when you pass by and someone says it's a French bakery? How is it different?
We want people, when they're coming inside the bakery, they feel like this is a family time. I want to know everybody because I want to please everybody. I want people to remember me. Because when I used to have an accident and because I survived, so it made me change my life. And now I want to make sure, because, you know, life is very short. You can disappear anytime. But because I realized that, now I want to make sure people will remember me. So I will do anything to please everybody. So when you come to the bakery, you get a positive already atmosphere. And we design inside to look like, old-fashioned because everything is authentic. So you want to feel like it's very authentic, like you feel home. Everybody come to the bakery have the same interest. Have great food, French food, baking, so they know they travel. And I want everybody meet together and have new friends or, a place where you can enjoy with a family or single and you find somebody else, I would like one day somebody get married in my place. So, no, I love it because the food match very well the place, because it's all about love.
It is about love. And let me tell you that LOIC's name is L-O. It's not V-E. Maybe we'll change it, but it's L-O-I-C, LOIC. And every time you go into the cafe, into the beautiful bakery, people stop, talk with him. It's as though he knows everybody. But more than that, it's got to be the food. People would not be coming back, and they're coming back, and they're bringing their friends. Mm-hmm. It is unique. I want to fly French flags all around so people can see this. But let's get into what does it take for you as a baker to make these tastes? Is it a special kind of eggs or a special flour? What is the difference? Are you going to give away secrets?
I can give away some secret, but the croissant, I create a croissant for Florida because, the flour is so strong. So I mix different flour, and I want to be something can hold when you do an egg croissant and stuff like that. It's not the same as a commercial croissant, like mostly used. So I create a croissant, it's stronger, and you got a dough, it's doughy. And I use, of course, 83% fat butter. So the 83% fat butter, it's what makes a big difference because you got less water inside the butter, so it doesn't crack. Because when you do a croissant, you use the cold of the refrigerator as a freezer to help to spread the dough. So it's all about the ingredient. You have to use the best ingredient for the best food.
Okay, so there's really a secret. Now, I know that you at one time was the pastry chef over at the Seminole Hard Rock, and I only mentioned that because, of course, we're having our big Boomer Expo there. And we are giving away, as one of the prizes, a box of special chocolate cookies, and I don't call them chocolate cookies as mundane. These are aphrodisiac, special chocolate cookies, and I named them the sex cookie. So we're not going to let you have it till after you leave the expo because I don't know what you'll do. Now, first of all, I have to warn you, LOIC is very charming and very good looking.
Oh,
so when you go in there, don't be surprised if he'll be surrounded by a lot of women. And as a matter of fact, men, they're attracted to you also. It's not for the sex, it's because you're so down to earth and you just love everybody. But you come up to people, you take a cookie and just about feed it to them. You love this, don't you?
Yes, because I like when they try the cookie, I always say to everybody, I said, close your eyes, take a bite of the cookie, just think about nothing. And after I look, somebody open his eyes, I said, just listen. And every woman, when they take a bite, it's just to listen them, express themselves. It's so funny because everybody do the same thing. It's so beautiful. So after, of course, I got every woman tell me what they think about it. So I explain to them, this is a real chocolate cookie. And you can do so many different ways. You can put the chocolate cookie in the microwave for 15 seconds. It becomes soft. So you can play around with. You can put in the freezer. So it's like a bar. Or you chop, and you put that in the ice cream. And you got the ice cream with the cookie. Or just room temperature. But people are so amazed of a different way to eat, but it's so rich. And the cookie, it's not hard because it's very soft inside. It's like a brownie, but it's a cookie. So I named the cookie recently.
Yes. Yeah, we're talking, that's right. It's like an aphrodisiac. I say it's a sex cookie. And what did you say when I told you about the 50 Shades of Grey, which is now being read from our magazine? You call this now 52 Shades?
52 Shades of Loic.
What's the other two?
The two, but first of all, because I'm French.
Okay.
So I know a lot about love. And,
yes, you do.
Thank you. I did that cookie. It's about love, what women love. So I did it some white chocolate in it. So imagine it's somebody love to do cookies, love to do food, make that cookie. You know that person is French. You got the accent, you got the look, And the cookie is beautiful also with the white chocolate, as the crunchy of the nuts inside, walnut and pecan. And anytime you put that in your mouth, it's a big explosion in your mouth. And of course, it's like the book. You imagine in your mind everything imaginable you can do with that cookie, because you can do anything with that cookie.
Yes, and I told Loic that I am going to try to get to the producer of the 50 Shades of Grey so that in their next upcoming film that they include this cookie. Now, I don't know if we can do it, but we're going to try. But let's get back to, this isn't just for breakfast, because when I go there, you're making lunches. What is that like?
The lunch, we did the different type of sandwich. And of course, everybody can make sandwich. You know, it's not everybody at home can make sandwich. But what makes a big difference? This is a bread. So when you do a sandwich with a real French baguette, so it's crispy, it's tougher, but you have an older experience. Because usually when you go anywhere, everybody do sandwich with the same type of bread, soft, you know, even all wheat or sour, but it's always the same type of, so you don't have nothing new. But when you come to our bakery, you can eat exactly what you will have if you go to my country, because the bread is 90% of the beauty and the taste of the sandwich, because everybody can make a sandwich at home.
But you're having, the sandwich is beautiful. You make it a huge sandwich, and then you cut them up
Yes.
so people can see that. So I think the most popular is your buffalo tomato with the buffalo with the what's the herb on that?
So it's a basil, tomato, and I use the balsamic
vinegar on it.
Vinegar on it. So it's not a creation, that sandwich, but inside the bread, it's amazing. And you see, they keep eating the croissant.
They're fighting. They're fighting here
with the croissant.
They're fighting.
They're
fighting. I mean, you know, all the guests today are going to be very lucky. You're ruining us. This is what happens at your restaurant. I'm sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full. Excuse me. I'm going to try to eat it, but I can't stand it. The food is so good. But I want to go back to the lunch. Now, you served recently something, a pudding, which I almost fell off the chair. It was so good. What was that?
The pudding we use about our croissant. So because the croissant is different to every croissant you have anywhere, so it makes a big difference. And I got a pastry chef. I will name her. It's Rachel. Rachel come up, talk to me, and we did the orange croissant pudding with pistachio.
Oh, and you heat it.
Yes.
It is so good. And you're giving out samples. That's the one thing when you go there, they try to give you a little sample so that you can taste what they're making. But the wonderful thing is, this is what you should be buying to bring home if you're having a dinner party, because nobody has ever tasted this before, you see. So you're going to be a very big hit.
But this is what I would like to be, because I use the right ingredient. We don't create anything. We just do the right way. So I use the right products, but we change a little bit some recipe to make better. But it's a croissant. But because that croissant from the bakery, it's so different. So he will make any bread pudding so much better to other one, because it's a different dough. So when you get that in your mouth, and you can feel even the little butter, because I use 83% fat butter. It's a must, the real butter, not mixed with water.
That's what I was just going to ask you. So your ingredients, they're everything. Even though you're a great chef and you know how to do things, without good ingredients, and they're more expensive. Everything.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just eating too much here. You're going to have to carry this show, because I told him to bring some food, but I have my water. Okay, so let's talk about ingredients. Tell me what's generally in something you have to talk, because I'm getting too much food in my mouth. Eggs, right?
What you said? I'm sorry.
Eggs.
Eggs, yes.
So what else? Eggs and butter.
For all the recipe you talk about?
Pretty much.
But I use, most of the time, you use the butter, you use the milk, the flour. You need to choose the right flour. But the most important, this is the butter. Because the butter is a part of all recipe you can have. So you use a lot of butter. This is the most important. And after, this is a combination of what type of flour you use, and also the milk. So you need to use, a very good milk, not the cheap one where you got a lot of water. It need to be a lait entier. This is a whole milk. I use a whole milk. And this is all the combination with all those great ingredients. But of course, it is a little bit more expensive, but you get the result in the end. That's
Okay,
it.
well, but I see your big machine in the. Sorry, I just ate too much. The machines in the back.
Yes.
What are they doing?
Alors, so we bring an oven from France because when you do a bread from scratch, of course, you have to have the right equipment to do the perfect job. So we bring an oven from France, a real French oven for baking. This is the top of a line, and the bread it's baked directly on the stone at the right temperature and with the steam. It's a very powerful oven. After you need a big mixer. So I got a mixer from Italy because that mixer is very well for the bread. And I got the proofer and the convection oven. Of course, I bake with a convection oven the croissant, but you can bake the croissant also with a big oven. But I use that oven. It's only for bread because it gives you a nice crust and it bake to the perfection.
So there's a lot more to this. So of course you're the co-owner, you're the chef, but when you bring people in, you have to teach them. They don't know what you know, so you give classes there, don't you? In fact, we were talking, I was so excited about everything. I'm trying to convince Loic to have some classes like at 6 o'clock, just French cooking. Maybe we'll do that eventually, right?
No, it will happen when I will be ready because for now we just opened, 3 months ago, so we need to build a strong team. And when we got the strong team, we are very ready. I will be so happy to bring people the night and to teach, to have fun, because it's not only to teach people, but it's also to have fun, to enjoy and to meet people. And I want them to go home and forget all the week the bad thing happened and have a beautiful memory with our presence in the bakery, have to be fun and to eat a good products. But I just want it's people happy. I want to have fun. That's it.
And something that you have, which I adore, are the big loaves of bread. Now, you have the plain French bread, but then you have one with olives. I mean, talk about the breads that you make for people to go and buy. Don't go to the grocery store and buy your bread anymore.
Yeah, I got some different bread for different occasion, everybody heard a lot about the walnut raisin. It's very sweet, people eat it. But now I did a bread. This is very a fine dining bread. This is a walnut raisin, but it's only sweet by the raisin. And I use a rye flour and gluten, of course, inside to keep the flour together. But it's just amazing. What is great, it's you can freeze the bread. And by freezing the bread, it's even better because I added a little bit more water so the bread will never dry when you put in the oven. So what you have to do, even the baguette, you can freeze my baguette if you don't eat all. And after, it's simple. Take the baguette directly from the freezer, put in the cold oven, and then push 350, 15 minutes, and push on. It will be exactly as if it was brand new. And I did test when I went to France. I bring 3 baguettes. They stay in my luggage for 4 days.
In your luggage?
In my luggage for 4 days.
No way.
After I went home, I put the baguette inside the freezer. And the night I got a party in my parents' house, and I did the same thing. I put the frozen baguette and I put in the cold oven. And everybody was like, oh, wow, the bread, it was good. And after I explained to them, the bread was 4 days outside, but it was sous vide, on the plastic sous vide. But they stay. It was frozen defrost when we took the airplane, But I want just to do the experience because when I came back to the United States, I didn't want to have any problem with anybody because if I did put a bread for 4 days inside my luggage, here it's only what. The time you go home and you put the bread, in the freezer the next day, so you don't have any problem.
You can't eat it.
And the bread stay crispy for hours at home. And your house smell like the bakery, like the bread was coming from the oven. It's because I just put a little bit more water inside, just a tiny percent. inside, so it avoids the bread to dry. So you can enjoy to eat the bread all day inside your house. It will stay crispy, so you will not lose the bread.
That's remarkable. This alone is great. Let me tell everybody again who my guest is and how this is working. You are very privileged to be listening to, of course, the co-owner of the French artisan bakery, Loic Autret, and we're going to tell you where the wonderful, wonderful, I want to call it a restaurant. It's not. It's a cafe, and it's a French bakery. It's like a restaurant, but it's actually on the corner of George Bush Boulevard and Federal Highway in Delray Beach. I want to also give you something. I'm going to let you know something that you can't go there on Mondays because they have to have one day off. But other than that, every day, 7:30 to 4, and Sundays 8:30 to 1. You can go, bring your friends. That's what I'm doing. I'm bringing all my friends. Anybody I want to impress, I bring over there because I am so proud of it. But you can't leave without having one of their, I don't even know how to describe this, aphrodisiac cookie. And you don't need to buy a lot. Just one. Well, between two of you, you can each take a bite, and as you're eating it together, you wind up kissing.
Oh,
I just invented that.
That you just invented. I like that.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe I should say 53 because this is an extra shade to put on there.
But I'm looking at the cookie, and I know that we have Richard here, who is our engineer, who's helping us produce the show, and it is so gorgeous, and it's interesting. You know that it's made by hand because they're all different shapes.
Yes.
Because when I come there next time, I'd like to see how you started. I'd like to see it from the very beginning. You put the egg in and the milk in and everything, and then I know it's a secret, but I won't. I promise I won't do it myself.
Oh, you can come in. I will show you. You can even.
I want to see that.
You will clean your hand. You can even mix with your hand inside the soft
my
chocolate.
God, I couldn't handle that.
It would be like a dream come true.
You know, that's true. You know, when I've done pottery, I'd like to put my hands in and work the pottery. This is what it's. I may become a baker with you. So I'm going to have a little cookie.
Remember the movie when it was
the chocolate?
No, when they were building the Ghost. So I want that happen with you when we will work together, like the movie Ghost when he does the pottery with a nice movie.
Yep.
I will be behind you and I will show you how to mix
the
chocolate, so you will have after a better experience of the sex cookie.
Okay, but wait, we talked about milk, we talked about eggs, talked about flour, we didn't talk about chocolate. Where do you get your chocolate from?
Oh, I got the chocolate from United States, but it's from Belgium.
Okay, so the chocolate, now you have white chocolate and you have dark, very dark chocolate.
It is a 54% chocolate. And the chocolate, it's just before to be like very, very bitter, but it gives you a very nice flavor. But what I do, I use 2 different Belgium chocolate. This is a little secret. I use 2 different ones. And after, when I melt one recipe with some butter, and I mix together. And of course, I put some coffee, vanilla, so it's all the mix together. And I add the salt because I want to avoid it's too sweet and too bitter. So a little bit extra salt, but it gives you that flavor, but unbelievable flavor of all those mixtures together. And of course, the coffee and vanilla are kind of a little bit, it helps to have your heart beating very fast.
Well, I'm glad you're talking about that because I did some research after I met you. I wanted to know really about chocolate. And I had also heard it was an aphrodisiac. So I did research, and it is a fantastic thing that can happen when you eat chocolate.
Yes.
So it's good for your health, very good. But it does stimulate I don't want to say this because I'm not a sex therapist, but it does stimulate certain sexual organs to just feel freer or something. So if you're out there and you want to get a little charged here, get one of those cookies and you should eat them eat it in the privacy of your home. I don't think you should sell them in the store where they can eat them right there. I think we're going to have a big problem. You should have them. They have to sign something that says to be eaten at home in the privacy of your home. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble. You're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
The police are going to come.
And I said to people, please do not eat the cookie when you drive because you don't have any problem.
Unless you're in the back seat, then it's okay.
Yeah.
With your
but
lover.
you can disturb the driver. So
No, we're going to sit in the back seat. I just have to tell people that this is such a charming idea. And I asked Loic, he's never done a radio show before, and you can see he is so charming, he is so smart. He loves what he's doing. This is DELRAY on Federal Highway, really right there at George Bush Boulevard. Be sure to go there and go look him up because you'll want to see. Loic is there most of the time, unless he's just exhausted and has to go to sleep. But he makes I'm sitting here with all these creations. I want a little bit of everything. You've heard people say that before, right?
yes.
And I just don't know what to do. But their lunches are great. And we started talking about that. But the French bread, the food they put on it, the pudding, you can have a little dessert after. You have great coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And you just have the service. Everyone is so friendly there. So I really hope, Loic, that we're going to have you back on again. We're going to maybe the next time we'll do some of the sandwiches for lunch and talk about them. What's in that big bag? I didn't see what was in there. Am I missing something?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
This is a plain croissant.
A blank croissant.
But as you can see, it was baked this morning, and it's still
Oh, wait, I had to have...
crispy.
Oh, my, this is chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate croissant. You might
Chocolate
even hear
croissant?
how crispy it is.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
You see?
yeah, let me put it over here so you can hear it. Right, let me do this.
It's good,
I don't know if you can hear it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We're making a mess on the floor, but I don't care. Oh, my gosh, I have to have one of these. Oh, my God.
Did you believe that? That was baked this morning. It's still crispy.
I love that.
Guys,
Okay. Oh, my. I've never tasted a croissant like that. That is fabulous. I don't want to put butter on it. I don't want to put anything on it.
no, you don't have to. You
just
got
wanna-
everything. This is a full package.
Well, Loic, you did it. And we'll have you back with more, but this was so exciting. And everyone get on his Facebook page. What's it called? It's Loic Autret.
It's LOIC Autret, Artisan French Bakery.
Okay, AUTRET. And please go there. Say hello to Loic. You see, I can't even speak after all this food.